The Kansas City Chiefs are Super Bowl champions.
Welcome to the Rines Report with your host, Tristan Blake Rines.
The Chiefs are Super Bowl 54 champions. Congratulations to Kansas City fans, Chiefs fans from around the world watching this video. 2019-2020 Super Bowl 54 champions. I feel like it's a really well-deserved victory, and let's break it down. The highlight of the game, Patrick Mahomes mounting a late 10-point comeback in the fourth quarter. Much like the rest of this postseason, honestly. Big comebacks against Tennessee, big comebacks against Houston, and brought Kansas City their first title in 50 years. 5 decades. So look, Mahomes won the MVP for the comeback. He didn't even have a really strong performance for most of the game, but he was, by the end, the most valuable player because of his because he was so instrumental to that comeback. Andy Reid fulfilled his legacy. He will absolutely 100% in my mind be a Hall of Fame head coach once it's all said and done by the end of his career. The 5th most winningest coach in NFL history, if I am not mistaken. And he finally got his ring after 21 long years. I'm honestly so happy for this team. The fates of coin flips granted me passage and handed me a W. I'm really happy for the squad. San Francisco, they honestly played really well themselves, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Nick Bosa, got to the quarterback like almost 30% of the time that he was on the field. He was either putting pressure on him, hurrying the quarterback, or sacking, or causing something, or like a forced fumble. Like he almost changed the whole game with a forced fumble. Mahomes, Cam Newton-like, actually dived on the ball. Kansas City, by the end of the game, would not be denied. Jimmy Garoppolo, honestly, pretty mad game. The running game for San Francisco, obviously the huge highlight for them, still proved to be pretty dangerous, but not quite as deadly as it had been. Raheem Mostert scoring his touchdown, Kyle Juszczyk being pretty instrumental. Fullbacks get touchdowns, baby. Fullbacks are people too, and I was pretty excited to see that happen, to be honest with you. But Patrick Mahomes could not be denied. Kansas City's defense needed some big props. They deserve some big props. They deserve some appreciation for putting the offense back on the field in positions to even win the game in the fourth quarter. I honestly enjoyed the game a lot. What a great game. I had a lot of fun watching it. The halftime show was a lot of fun. Shakira and Jennifer Lopez killed it out there. I think the better team won the day. I think there were a lot of stories, a lot of legacy on the line in this game, and it all came to fruition. I'm really pleased with the outcome personally. Again, the coin flip helped out a little bit, but Kansas City already has Vegas's odds for the most likely to win Super Bowl 55, and honestly, I can't see why not. They got a really good squad. They still got Mahomes under that rookie contract. You know he's gonna get paid sooner or later. He could end up being the first 40 mil a season quarterback. I can't believe we're seeing that within our lifetimes almost. But the dude is seemingly worth it. We're gonna continue to talk about him more. Again, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. Once again, they are Super Bowl champions for the 2nd time in franchise history. The last time they won a Super Bowl before this, it was the days of Len Dawson, Hank Stram, 65 toss power trap. So congratulations once again to the Kansas City Chiefs. But now we have to ask some questions. What's the landscape look like going forward? What's the future of the NFL after this win? In short, I want to say the AFC, well, not even just the AFC, the entire NFL need to be on notice because Patrick Mahomes, if he wasn't already, is the new face of the league. He's so good. It's hard to just say that without being like, wow, this dude is legitimately that talented. He's that good. He possesses that much skill. Sunday to Sunday, he is essentially the carry a team on your back. Like, he's that good. The Patrick Mahomes era in the NFL, in my opinion, seems to have begun. It seems to be here. Andy Reid, Mahomes are now the ones to beat in the AFC, especially with the foggy future of Tom Brady and the Patriots dynasty essentially in the balance here. And even if Tom Brady does come back, we could be seeing the last couple of years of this dynasty. It honestly feels like Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, this is their time to solidify their names in NFL history books. Now, the door has been open for Mahomes and Reid to be the faces of the league for some time. Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, the defending MVP. Coach Harbaugh being the defending Coach of the Year. Congratulations to him as well. Will try to slow their roll, be the antagonist of the Mahomes and Reid story, but make no mistake, the Kansas City Chiefs are the future of the NFL. They've got some pretty good young talent. They got Juan Thornhill. I liked him a lot at the safety position. They've got some other really talented guys on their defensive line. Derek Nadi, a Virginia native. They've got Frank Clark. They got him locked up. They got Chris Jones. They got some good defensive players. Tyrann Mathieu. They've got a really good roster. And offensively, of course, the Cheetah, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins proving instrumental in the Super Bowl victory, Travis Kelce, the offensive line, staggeringly talented and efficient, allowing only, 24 sacks this past season. So they're secure, they're very, very talented, they're good on almost every aspect on the field, and they're still not having to deal with a super heavy mega contract for the quarterback. Obviously, when the time comes, that's going to change the landscape of the Kansas City Chiefs. But, I mean, the Chiefs would be dumb to not re-sign this guy, right? So, the potential of Mahomes, in my personal opinion, has yet to even be reached. Like, he's only in his second year of starting. He has already gotten an MVP, 50 touchdown season, 5,000 yard season under his belt, Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. He doesn't even have 10 losses on his career record yet as the starter. And it's insane to think that this kid, Patrick Mahomes boy, is not even 25 years old yet. The sky is the limit. The NFL, again, needs to be on notice. NFL fans, there is no such thing as denial here. You cannot say that Patrick Mahomes isn't the future. You can't say that Patrick Mahomes isn't going to be the man in the NFL, the face, because he is now. He put the NFL on notice. It is here. The Mahomes era has begun. Not even hit his ceiling yet. I think he's going to be smarter. I think he's going to get smarter. We even saw a couple plays during the Super Bowl that one very, just strange interception he threw to Fred Warner, trying to force it into Tyreek Hill, but Warner wasn't biting on Mahomes, looking him off. I mean, there were a couple of interceptions during that game I wasn't really a fan of, but I mean, Patrick Mahomes is going to get smarter. His arm is going to remain deadly. He's got a cannon. I mean, he can fit these footballs into some of the tightest spaces, some of the thinnest gaps, and honestly, the smarter he gets, the less he's going to have to become mobile. Obviously, he can still remain mobile. He can run the ball a little bit. The boy can scoot. He can move out of the pocket, so he can widen up some plays. He can expand the play. He can get out of the pocket and make things last longer to get himself some more opportunities. Heck, the dude can even throw completions without even looking at his receivers. He's that talented. But the smarter he gets, the more he's reading defenses, the less he's going to have to scramble to continue plays, the less he's going to have to be mobile, and he could just slice and dice you the entire game. He will eventually get to a point where he is just waxing defenses solely from the pocket, and he plays in a style that is so much fun to watch. It's almost like watching peak Steph Curry, except, again, in my opinion, I think Patrick Mahomes is only going to get better and better and better. The biggest, most saddening part of the Super Bowl ending and the conclusion of the season, obviously, is NFL fans, we realize now, unfortunately, we won't have football for some time. So about 6 or so months. We'll be back until August if you count the preseason as peak football. Obviously, it's not the same. We're just trying to get some squads solidified. But there are things to look forward to. There's things I'm going to be talking about right here on this channel. The NFL draft is happening. There's a lot of names up in the air during free agency. Tom Brady, obviously, one of the big storylines of the entire offseason. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be bringing you up to date on all sorts of craziness, as well as talking about some things that, well, maybe we need to talk about. Maybe some, what are some teams needing to do to get better? All the crazy storylines. You can stick with me right here on the Rines Report, Tristan Blake Rines, the YouTube channel. Just hit the subscribe, hit the bell to know every single time we're dropping a video this off season and in the future, a couple times a week, hopefully. Go ahead and give me a follow on all the social medias down in the description below. Like, comment, all the good stuff. Share the video if you would like to. And of course, I'm going to catch you in the next video. Adios.